Hi all, I thought I'd slip in one or two 5-minute games before the show starts. My favourite quiz program on TV. I wonder if we can get a 5-minute game. Also, by the way, I was thinking if you've got any classic, master games you think are absolutely brilliant and should be like immortal games, can you maybe you can message on this video. I'm quite keen to see what your favourite games of interest are, to kind of video annotate. Later I'll be doing the KingsCrusher radio show on the Play Chess server, but you can see a stream of that on Twitch TV/KingsCrusher. So that'll be 7 o'clock UK time, 8 o'clock the server time. So Wargasm 235 really is not moving. Okay, I'll try and maybe play King's Engine Defense. Oh dear, what's this? 10 seconds move? Oh man. Okay, clearly he's not familiar with the opening theory. Alright, so this is going to be a long game, isn't it? He's been up to 2452 on the 5-minute auto pairing, far higher than the rating record I've set, and blimey. Okay. Oh, he's played his second move. Okay, I think King's Engine and just try and make sure I don't get too badly crushed. Solid. Bishop F4. Okay. How can I react to this? I think I'll play what I usually play, even though I don't usually fare well against this system. Unfortunately, it's very difficult to get counterplay in this structure, and I keep going for this structure. I don't really know what to do against this system. Try and keep solid here. If I just do a series of waiting moves soon, let's try that as an example. See what happens. If I just do nothing, what will he do? Because White's setup is kind of okay. He'll probably exchange off my dark square bishop and then try and play f4 and e5 later, I guess. Let's just see what does White do proactively. If I put my queen on f7, just try and hold the fort on the queen side. Okay, it's not too embarrassing just yet, so let's just see what White is doing proactively. Because statistically, I think this is one of my very worst systems in terms of a record against this system with Black. Because the structure is, I suppose, ripe, sort of Benoni structure for e5 at some point and try and exploit d6. So far, it doesn't look too terrible. Maybe I can try and play actively with g5. I'll dare to play g5. Probably asking for it, but have I got any g-file potential counterplay? It would be delicious to get a semi-open g-file on g2. Absolutely delicious. Now that ugly move is not so bad with that bishop locked in. Oh, okay. What's this? He's letting me play g4. So, okay, he might be getting a knight f5 at some point, not immediately, but I seem to have some degree of counterplay. Now, what about f5? Just trying to undermine d5 and maybe the f3 knight. Maybe f4 is also useful. Okay, so what's going on here? I seem to have magically drummed up something. If I just, I don't know, f takes, knight g4, e takes, I'm threatening. I think if I just move the rook for a moment. Let's just move the rook, I think. I'm tempted to think of f takes e as an alternative, or even rook e4. Let's just move the rook somewhere. Try and undermine this d5. So it's a bit short on time. Fascinating. I don't remember ever getting any counterplay against this system as white, to be honest. I think if you'll note this structure, yeah, I just do terribly against it. But let's just carry on undermining these two guys. Just trying to knock them out for that diagonal. Now for f3, there's rook takes g3. In fact, I can even think about trebling on g3, but the immediate concern for white surely is the amount of pressure I'm exerting on d5 and e4. Okay. Again, I'm tempted for a sack, but it's not really needed. I'll just play rook g4 here. If I can get knight takes d5, I'll get a nasty pin on that knight. Now if knight h2, I can consider rook maybe g7 to avoid a repetition. Rook g7 would... Okay, I'm going to maintain the pressure and see what white does here. Okay. So if he's resorting to knight f3 to h2, doesn't that say something about white's position? Yeah, by the way, I am posting my painful losses. I mean, I look, you know, even just at the opening after, and just see, you know, is there any instructor points just from the opening? Rook cd1. Okay, what's going on here? Is he holding the fort? Haven't I got e6 here coming up? If I takes e6, I would hope so. I can't see any other really. f4 is not working. Knight h5. I think I'll go for this diagonal. It's more counterplay than I'm used to be honest. So it's a little bit of a treat to have anything going on. He's just resigned. How strange. This guy's been up to 2470 on the 5-minute auto pairing, and he's just resigned. Strange. 2452, February 2012. His bullet rating's quite low, 1920. His 15 minutes 2319. His 3 minutes 1783 at the moment. What a strange game. I just don't usually get such easy counterplay. Because if you do get the Benoni structure, it is pretty bad sometimes. So somehow, I was just trying to wait around, but he just gave me a great position against his king and on the diagonal. It's like dream counterplay come true for liberating the bishop across the diagonal. So anyway, okay, I wrote some French defence points about d takes e4 from the game yesterday, which I think might be useful to you. If you're going to play d takes e4 early in the French defence, don't do it just for the double pawns if white hasn't given up the dark square bishop. But I hope you check out that video as well on the channel. Comments or questions on YouTube. Thanks very much.